Hi there, everybody. Yeah, and there's Ronan, speak of the devil. So lovely to have you. Let's see. Next stream is on Thursday, 16th of May at 4 p.m. So that's on Thursday. And that will be sentence transformations. The score, I haven't looked at it this morning. It's about something 600, something like that, Ronan. So hello Jack, hello Manisco, hello Ronan, hello Vitali, lovely to see you Vitali, lovely to see you Lucy, and Alex, and Patricia, and Alex L, and Linwood if you're still there, and Renyard as well, and Lucy. So brilliant to have you all. Okay, so let's get straight down to it. This is an article about sleep and learning foreign languages, and the role of sleep in language learning. I actually think it's quite interesting. And then you've just got to find the word that is going to be the correct one for the gap. There we go. So there are also linguistic anxiety dreams in which the speaker scuffles, clashes, crusades, struggles to make themselves understood in a foreign language, has to catch a train or plane from one linguistic setting to another, or looks for words in a dream dictionary. Wow, 1:30 Linwood. Lovely to have you. Okay, so hi Rupa as well, lovely to have you as well. So, let's see, we've got struggles for Lucy, for Vitali, for Renyard. Hi there, Shrini, who's got struggles as well. Struggles for Jack and Alex. Hi there, Proc, lovely to have you. Struggles for Rupa. Hi, Sharon, for struggles as well. And struggles for RR also. Let's see, a scuffle is a small fight, but a scuffle is a physical fight. Yeah, struggles for Patricia. Here, struggles to make themselves understood. To struggle, to wrestle to do it, to have difficulty doing it. You're doing the best you can, but it's not easy to achieve. Yeah, so you struggle to make yourself understood. A scuffle is a small fight. A clash is a confrontation between two different groups. Hi Isa, lovely. Yes, struggle to make yourself understood. A crusade is where somebody tries to get everybody to do something. Yeah, it's like a campaign, but a crusade is over a long period of time. So I don't know. He has been crusading for equality in the law. Okay, a crusade is somebody who has fought for a long time to achieve something. To struggle, to try to manage to do something with difficulty. Okay, and let's try the next. A Polish study participant reported dreaming of an English word she couldn't sort, catch, determine, figure out. Haphazard, then looking it up when awake. Okay, a Polish study participant reported dreaming of an English word she couldn't sort out, catch out, determine out, figure out. Haphazard, then looking it up when awake. Scuffle, a small fight, clashes, confrontation between two groups. Crusades, try to get everybody to do or accept something. So we've got figure out for Renyard, for Vitali, for Alex, for Jack, grapple with the issue, wrestle with the issue. Yes, Patricia. Figure out for Sharon Williams, figure out for Isa, sort out for Shrini, figure out for Lucy, figure out for Patricia, figure out for Rupa. Shrini's changed mine to figure out, and catch out, says Linwood. Okay, so to sort out, if you sort something out, you resolve a problem, yeah. Whereas a word she couldn't resolve. You sort out a difficult situation. You sort out a problem. To sort is to classify. Do you think you could sort out this problem? To catch out, it means to trick somebody into giving the wrong answer, or to catch somebody doing something wrong. So the teacher went out of the classroom and then suddenly came back in to catch out the children that were behaving badly. You could ask a trick question to catch somebody out. To determine out, we don't use, and to figure out, to fathom out, as Patricia says, or Alex as well. She couldn't fathom, she couldn't work out, she couldn't remember, yeah? So she's trying to get this word. If you sort something out, you get all of the different things clear in your mind. I think figure out is probably more general. To sort out a problem, to sort out something that you know how it should go, but it needs to be in the right order. Figure out, work out, make out, puzzle out, definitely from Vitali. So the answer was figure out. She couldn't figure out. Okay, here comes the next one. A Croatian participant dreamed of trying and failing to communicate with a stranger in Italian, German and English before realizing they both spoke Polish, and laughing with relief, comfort, solace, succour. Good words here. So a Croatian participant dreamed of trying and failing to communicate with a stranger in Italian, German and English before realizing they both spoke Polish, and laughing with relief, comfort, solace, succour. Okay, so you mostly seem to be going for this. So, with relief for Alex, Vitali, Rupa, Renyard and Lucy, Shrini goes for comfort, Linwood goes for relief, Isa goes for comfort, Patricia goes for relief, Proc goes for relief, and Sharon goes for relief as well. Okay, let's see. Solace. Solace is something that makes you happy, yeah? Particularly with deliverance. I like that, deliverance, Patricia. When something bad happens, but you get solace, you feel happy because of something else. So he looked for solace in with a bottle of whiskey, and VG goes for relief as well. I think I'm going to call you Vinod. Okay, so let's see. Solace is something to make you feel better because you feel bad about something. Yeah. To succour is where you help somebody to do something. You give them the materials they need. Solace, consolation. Thank you, Vitali. That's very good. Succour is helping somebody to get out of a difficult situation. You succour somebody in who has problems. You give them you give them something that they need. You give them the help that they need. Laughing with comfort. Comfort. Let's see, with comfort, for me to comfort is to make somebody else happy, comfortable, to make somebody else feel less sad. To laugh with relief, solace in religion, definitely, Manisco. Succour, aid, help. Laughing with comfort doesn't work. Laughing with relief. Relief is, I'm so glad that problem has finished. Yeah, relief is when you are happy that you haven't got a problem. Comfort is something that stops you from being very, very sad. So I was comforted by my friends. When I was sad, my friends comforted me. Yeah, maybe they gave me solace. To laugh with comfort, I wouldn't laugh with comfort, I'd laugh with relief. Phew. And that's the idea of relief, as in relieving the pain. That's very good, Alex. Yeah, relieving the pain. Okay, so with relief. And try the next one. Here it comes. Sleep researchers say that the exact mechanics and function of such dreams are quite hard to establish. Partly, not entirely, fractionally, quasi, because dreams are generally still quite a mysterious phenomenon. So, this one I think is an easy one. So, we've got answers already. So, sleep researchers say that the exact mechanics and function of such dreams are quite hard to establish. Partly, not entirely, fractionally, quasi, because dreams are generally still quite a mysterious phenomenon. With relief, so Renyard, with a relief, indefinite article is used before this noun. A good map would be but notice, Renyard, relief in a map talks about the height, the different heights. A good map would be a relief. Okay, a good meal would be a relief. Yes, you could use it with a as well, Renyard. So we've got partly for Vitali, for Alex, for Lucy, for Isa, for Sharon, for Renyard, for Ronan, for Linwood, for Proc, for Vinod, for Shrini, for Rupa, for Patricia, for Lionheart, for Jack, and for Linwood. Okay, partly is definitely the right idea, the right answer. Quasi is a prefix. Thank you. Yeah, as in Quasimodo, half formed. Yeah, quasi political, quasi socialist. Yeah, not entirely is not entirely because. No, not entirely. It doesn't work very nice. Fractionally, a fraction is just a fraction of it. Partly, I think that was an easy one. Let's try the next one. Oh, next one's more complicated. So, what is much better understood, however, is how and why our brains process language and even learn new words in our sleep. This drops, sheds, jettisons, sloughs, sloughs. It's got to be sloughs here. At least some light on the puzzle of multilingual dreaming. Okay, what is much better understood, however, is how and why our brains process languages and even learn new words in our sleep. This drops, sheds, jettisons, sloughs, could be sloughs, but it's sloughs, at least some light on the puzzle of multilingual dreams. Okay, so this one's very clear as well. Sheds, shed light on, for Vitali, for Alex, for Jack, for Lucy, for Lionheart, for Renyard, for Shrini, for Ronan, for Sharon. Shed light on, cast light on, throw light on, sheds light on for Linwood and for Isa. It's definitely sheds light on. Sheds light on. So what is to jettison and what is to slough? I would say to slough off. Sheds for Patricia as well. Good, well done, P. And sheds for Rupa. So what is to jettison and what is to slough off? Yeah, those are two good words. Okay, this drops at least some light on. Throws, yeah. Drops, no. Drops doesn't work. Yeah? So to jettison and to slough off. Because a slough is a very muddy area. So it's jettisons light on. This sloughs off light on. No, neither of them work. So here, to shed light on. This sheds light on the situation. To shed light on the problem. Jeopardize. No. Shed probably comes from shade. To jettison, that's very good, Vitali. To jettison from jeter in French, to throw away. To get rid of something, to dump something. So yeah, the hot air balloon jettisoned extra weight. Yeah, the boat jettisoned the illegal cargo that it had. To jettison is to throw away, to get rid of, effectively to put in the dustbin. And then to slough off, yeah, I'm going to write this here. To get is to get rid of. Throw over and cast off, respectively. For example, a snake sloughs off its skin. Let's see, slough off, or slough. Ronan, there's definitely a video on slough. A snake sloughs off its skin. Very good. Okay, so slough off, to get rid of, to push away. Just French, English and Spanish, and my French is rotten nowadays. Proc. Okay, so to jettison, to free up, to unload. Good. To slough off, to, let's see, when as you grow up, you slough off old ways, or the ways of children. Okay, to slough off. It's a good word. It's one of these pronunciation difficulties. So it sheds light on, definitely. And to understand the link, bond, bind, weld, knit between sleep and language, let's start with just one language, your own. Jettison would be two contradictory interpretations of dreams. Yes, okay. To jettison, well, to jettison is to throw it away, to get rid of it. to jettison some light. It makes it more. I think if it jettisoned some light, it would make it less clear, Patricia. Okay, so we've got link from Vitali, from Isa, from Renyard, from Sharon, from Alex, from Ronan, from Rupa, from Proc, from Lionheart, from Lucy, from Shrini, and from Linwood. This one was very easy then. To understand the link, yeah, the thing that joins the two together. The bond. Link for SSV, lovely to have you. The bond, a bond is like an emotional relationship. Yeah, the bond between brothers. The bind. A bind is a problem. Perhaps alternate. Okay, yes, P. Perhaps alternate. Yeah. Okay, so to weld is to join two pieces of metal together. Yeah, if you're going to make something in metal, something that's very strong, you weld them together. And to knit is either to make a jersey, make something out of wool, or to join together, to join two things together. But the link, the relationship, yeah, the metaphorical relationship between sleep and language. Thank you, Ronan. And you may think you dominated, managed, controlled, commanded, mastered your native language long ago, but you are actually still constantly updating it. And this one's actually quite interesting. You think you've learnt your native language and you know everything about it, but no, it's something I learn new things every day. So you think you dominated, managed, controlled, commanded, mastered your native language long ago, but you're actually still constantly updating it. Bond. Okay, why can't it be bond or weld? The bond between sleep and language. I guess it could be bond, Patricia, but bond is talks more about an emotional relationship. Yeah, that they are joined together because they love each other. And weld, the weld. This says that they are, if you say they are welded together, you can't separate them. It's impossible to separate them. They are joined totally together, Patricia. Okay, and let's see. We've got mastered for SSV, for Alex, for Vitali, for Lucy, for Proc, Renyard, Lionheart. Yeah. Okay, I agree, Alex. Yeah, I thought I'd mastered it, but I definitely haven't. Mastered for Isa, for Sharon, for Linwood. Yeah, no, I don't think you can totally ever master a language. Mastered for Patricia and Renyard. Yeah, bond is more interpersonal. So, I agree with that. You mastered. Absolutely, Rupa. A fine command of the English language, yes. You commanded. But, notice, he commands this well. Yeah, you could Renyard, but you commanded, no. You have command over. Yeah? To control, no, to control is the wrong verb. Yeah? You managed. So to manage is to, well, it is normally with work. When you sleep well, you bond and weld. I love it, Patricia. And to dominate, you don't dominate because you don't have control over it. Yeah, your language is independent, and you're never going to dominate. Yeah, you could one team could dominate in a competition. A boss manages his workers to control. The law is to control people's actions. To have command over, I like, and then mastered, as Proc said as well. Let's try the next one. This one's very interesting. Adults still learn about one new word every 2 days in their mother tongue. Their mother's tongue, the tongue of their mother, mother's tongue. No. Okay. Let's see. You can't say commanded. They commanded the language. I would use they had command over. You may think you command. No. You have command over. As a verb, command is much more common, meaning to give somebody an order. The officer commanded the soldiers. So you can't say commanded, Srini, but you could say we think we have command over. We commanded a language. More normally, the verb to command is used meaning to give orders. Okay, we've got mother tongue from their mother tongue from Alex, from SSV, from Proc, from Renyard, from Vitali, from Lucy. To consign something to memory, you have to sleep well. Very definitely, Patricia. Okay, we've got in their mother tongue to Lionheart, to Ryan. Hello, welcome, Ryan. Their mother's tongue. In their mother's tongue. Okay, so their mother's tongue, Linwood, is the language that their mother spoke. Yeah? And my mother's tongue is not necessarily my tongue. Yeah? You see, maybe my mother speaks Serbo-Croat, and I only speak English. So mother's tongue, no, it's got to be mother tongue without the possessive. Their mother tongue, as in collocation. Yeah. So well done, Isa. Well done, Patricia. Well done, Sharon as well. Notice mother tongue, and the reason mother tongue as opposed to these others is because these two collocate very well together, and you very often let's see, it's a phrase that you would often use, mother tongue, talking about the language that you speak. Yeah, and this is saying that the language that you learnt everything in. To have a command of a language refers to a state, whereas to master refers to an action. Oh, that's very good, Vitali. I like that differentiation. Thank you. Mother tongue for Rupa, for Ronan, and for Srini. Okay, so in their mother tongue. Yeah, they're talking about mother tongue. Okay, yeah, in their mother tongue. Noun collocation, because these two go together very well. Lovely, Alex. Well, your English is pretty good as well. Okay, so let's try the next one. That's lovely, Alex. I love it. Obviously, yeah, the mother's tongue has something naughty to do with their father. I love it, Patricia. Okay, Fanar. I love your double entendres. That's a brilliant one, P. Well done. Obviously, when we're children, there's a lot of new word learning, particularly under, over, between, at, in the time of the first 10 years. Obviously, when we're children, there's a lot of new word learning, particularly under, over, between, at, in the time of the first 10 years. Okay, so obviously when we're children, there's a lot of new word learning, particularly under, over, between, at, in the time of. Yeah, particularly. Okay, hi Raj, lovely to have you. We're almost finished, unfortunately, Raj. Okay, so we're getting answers now. Obviously, when we're children, there's a lot of new word learning, particularly under, over, between, at, in the time of the first 10 years. It's a French kiss joke. I love it. It's a very good one, Patricia. So we've got over for Vitali, for Alex, for Rupa, for Ronan, for Renyard, for Isa, in the span of, says Lucy. In the span of the first 10 years. Definitely, Lucy. In the time of the first 10 years. You see, I would, for that, Shrini, I would say during, particularly during the first 10 years. In the time of the first 10 years. Maybe even though, Shrini, particularly in the first 10 years of life. William Sharon goes for under. Ha! 40, lovely to see you. It's okay, Linwood. Well, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, yeah, for you. So, okay, during the first 10 years, over a period of time, yeah, over a period of time, yeah, so particularly over the first 10 years. That's it, Patricia, over. So, let's try one more. And this is still too long. Okay, so one more, Renyard. It's been lovely having you. This is going to be the last one. I'm sorry, I put the gap in the wrong place in this one. It's just it doesn't fit well. Okay, but we're doing this all the time. We just don't really notice, says Gareth Gaskell. A psychology professor, a professor of psychology, a professor in psychology, who leads the sleep, language and memory lab at the University of York. The York University at York's University. Ooh, and this question is very, very difficult. So, Alex says a professor of psychology. Vitali says at the University of York, at York University. Very good, Vitali. A psychology professor, says Lucy. A professor of psychology, says Ronan. Good to have you, Pretty. Pretty Sir. A psychology professor for Sharon. A professor of psychology for Linwood. A psychology professor for Lionheart. The York University, says Rupa. A professor in psychology, says Rupa. Ooh, the University of York, says Lucy. Sharon says York University. Shrini says professor in psychology. Okay, I have to admit, in this first one, all are correct. A psychology professor sounds good. A professor of psychology sounds good. A professor in psychology, all of those sound good. They're all valid. Okay, so all of the answers for the first one you've given me are right. Okay, professor in psychology. At the University of York, says Patricia. A professor in psychology, says Proc. The University of York. So, in this second one, a spycology. So, at the University of York. Correct. At the York University. Incorrect. Doesn't work. At York University. Correct. At York's University. Doesn't work. Well done, Lionheart. At University of York, York University. That's it, Lionheart. Those two. Here, a psychology professor, says Deepak. Lovely to see you, Deepak. Okay, so in the first one, these are all valid. In this second one, the University of York or at York University. And just those two are valid. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to stop here. So next stream will be Thursday, 18th of May at 4 p.m. UK time. And it's brilliant to have all of you. So thank you all for coming. Thank you, Lionheart. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you, Patricia and Proc and Shrini and Vitali. It's been a pleasure. And Sharon. Okay, thank you. And Lucy and Rupa. And Linwood, lovely to have you. And R.R. Ronan, lovely to have you. And Pretty Sa. And Patricia, lovely to have you, as well as Lucy. And Alex L. And Renyard. And Linwood and Quarenta. And who else do I thank? And Isa. And definitely Renyard and Raj. And Rupa. And who else have I missed? And Isa and Ryan. And woof. And anyone else that I have missed. Lovely to have you all. So thank you, Proc. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Vinod. Lovely to have you as well. So take care, and I hope to see you all on Thursday.